Tuesday morning. I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris, and this is Coffee Talk, where we get together 7 days a week to chat about what's going on in the world of weather. I have to laugh because I was trying to fix something to get something set up, and then I broke something else, and so here we are, fighting the good fight in the technical world. I will tell you, though, what I'm working on this morning is something I'm a little excited about. It's something that we're going to be doing we'll start it once a week and see how that goes. It's not called Coffee Talk, but it's something along the same lines. And it won't just be me. What's going on? You'll have to wait and see, my friends. You'll have to wait and see. But at any rate, we're going to scratch by on Coffee Talk this morning. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll get done, and that's the bottom line. All right, outside we go to our Tower Cam network, and it is a beautiful start to the day. My goal is that you have no idea what's not working in my production system. And if you figure it out, then good job, you get a lollipop. All right, looking down at the tourist district, it is a lovely start to the day. A beautiful morning, not tracking any kind of rain or any of that business. Here's first warning live Doppler radar, quiet over top of us. Though offshore, there are a few little showers. That's not bothering us at all. So let's just enjoy what we got, right? 75 degrees in Orlando. It's 73 in Leesburg, 70 degrees in Palm Coast, and 69 degrees in DeLand. So our forecast then today, looking gorgeous. It really is. 85, 11 o'clock, 89 by 1 o'clock, 92 degrees, our high temperature today. So when we look at things to do outside, I think we're good. We do have a few showers in the forecast, though, today. And to that point, we can check in on our Futurecast model, shall we? Looking good. Loving that. But there you go. A couple of these little popcorn showers developing. And if I'm honest, around 6:30, 7 o'clock, it's going to be our western areas that I think we'll have to watch for a little bit of rainfall. What flavor is the lollipop? It's whatever you want it to be. Because you're the one buying it. You're just going to win it. I don't know. I'm tired, y'all. That's where we're at. But there'll be a few showers this afternoon, so that'll be fun. Wendy says it's my hubby's birthday today. Happy birthday, Kevin. Happy birthday, Kevin. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. We need to celebrate birthdays. All right, so here's a look at high temperatures across Central Florida today. It's going to be a nice, warm forecast. 92 degrees in Orlando. 93 in the Villages, 91 in DeLand. Yeah, above average. Average high temperature is about 89 degrees, and we're kind of running in the mid-80s back over to the shoreline. Frank says time for a new light. This one works fine. This one works fine. It will rain everywhere but Claremont. Oh, it'll rain everywhere in Claremont but my house, Jenny says. I mean, that's a possibility. Could be. By the way, if y'all missed the evening coffee talk we did at 9 o'clock last night, you missed Jim Payne being Jim Payne. And what a wonderful, wonderful visit that was. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So forecast today looking fantastic. Next couple of days, as a matter of fact, if we look at the rain trends... If we look at the rain trends, you'll notice that rain chances are ticking up. Now, Kellyanne dialed the rain chances down a little bit. I think it's going to be a little higher than this, and I only say that because looking at the computer models, you're only getting part of the story. The reality is the rainy season is going to kick in. The idea is that as this area of high pressure kind of starts to fade, we're going to watch this frontal boundary start squeeze playing moisture over the peninsula. And so for our Thursday, for our Friday, we're going to be watching rising rain chances. So when we look at the 7-day forecast, what we're not seeing really here is a high coverage of rain, but that goes along with the whole idea of when does the rainy season onset. So we'll have to kind of see how this plays out. you know? As long as you attack the ideology with the theme of rain chances are rising, then I think you'll be fine, right? Today, a couple of isolated showers, not bad. We'll look at Futurecast beyond, but Wednesday, 30%, Thursday, 30%, and then into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, those rain chances are going to continue to rise. Now, I will say this, looking at long-range guidance, the idea has been that for Friday, we have and frankly, it could be Friday and even Saturday, but Friday particularly, the threat for some stronger storms looks to tick up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And when I say that, you know, it's gusty winds and hail more than anything, but it's something worth mentioning just because the dynamics are going to be there. The cold air is going to be a little lower up top. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll have to watch for that. So let's do this. Let's look at our extended Futurecast model together. All right. So here's tomorrow. We know today a couple of isolated showers. Tomorrow, Futurecast kind of trying to paint in a little bit of extra rain over along the East Coast. Not too bad. Okay. Then watch how there's this old front basically draping moisture across the Gulf of Mexico, and that's going to, for Thursday, really help to invigorate those showers and those thunder showers, right? Widely scattered, good heavy downpours. This is one of the reasons why I think that the model data is not great on this, and why I do think we're going to have to, at least on our 7-day forecast. I raised the rain chances last night. This morning's my forecast package. It's Kellyanne's, and certainly she's going to look at things, but I could just tell you, having the experience that I have, the models do a terrible job, and sometimes you kind of have to see the forest through the trees. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's the way it always goes. And the forecast this time of year is always a real putz. All right, to Friday. Same thing, scattered showers and storms, but it looks like South Florida may be getting some nasty stuff on Friday. But I would also say that on Friday, the stuff that does develop could, you know, become little hail producers. So that's something to keep in mind. And then for Saturday, we kind of get the idea. Few showers and thunder showers widespread. For Sunday, yeah, few showers and thunder showers widespread. So we've got some moisture in the forecast, my friends. We've got some moisture in the forecast. Muggy meter, by the way, still sitting in that comfy register, but looking at the next few days, you see the dew point temperature, 65, 66, 68, 69. We're about to cross the precipice from the comfy register to the humid register. You know, like by next week, we're probably going to get into the humid register. And that's assuming that... That's assuming that all status quo, which should be the case. But if we look, you know, and we'll look at, obviously, raw models here in a little bit, but if we just look at, give me a second to find this. I haven't looked at the 15-day plots off of the GFS this morning. But if we look at kind of the raw GFS 15-day plots, what don't we really see much of? Opportunities for cool. Now, from yesterday to today, the GFS has tried to paint in a little frontal boundary here on the 24th, 25th. We'll see if that plays out. That was not there yesterday. But we're seeing fewer and fewer indications of a front. Again, computer models are guidance, not gospel. So it's trying to pick up on a front. We'll see. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, I wouldn't expect it to happen. But if it does, that wouldn't be a bad thing. So we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. But in terms of rain chances, you know, for today, I would say our highest coverage of showers and thunder showers is going to be on the west coast, but we'll see, you know, low chances around the rest of central Florida. That's today. If we look at Wednesday, if we look at tomorrow, rain chances are, give it a second. Thank you. Rain chances are going to look to be the highest kind of along the east coast areas. And then Thursday, more widespread. higher chances for showers and for thunder showers. So that looks better. We're on our way to better. I'll take it. All right, so that's where we're at. Oh, if I spelled that right. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Anybody, questions, comments, concerns? Before we get into the tropics, anybody, questions, comments, concerns? There's your 7-day forecast. We have a little bit of rain. We'll be all right. We'll be okay. We'll do our thing. Kristen's asking, what's hurricane season looking like? All right, so hurricane season. We, of course, know that we put out our long-range forecast back on March the 1st. You can get that if you head to... Hold on, I'll pull it up here. Got it. I don't need you. wesh.com/hurricane forecast. Or you could actually, it's like right on the homepage now, I believe, too. This is the Wesh homepage. If you scroll down, oh, this is sad. It's not sad, but it makes me sad. But anyway, wesh.com/hurricane forecast. All right, that's the hurricane forecast, and in that link there, my broadcast, and then the coffee talk from that day, which I'm live on that channel right now. But yeah, you can watch from that day. Wednesday morning, it is March the 1st, and this is coffee talk. Now we get together. So yeah, so that's the coffee talk from that day. Jeremy and I were doing our thing. Talking about all the tropics. So you can check out the forecast there, but wesh.com/hurricane forecast. But we highlighted the hotspots. These are the hotspots for the season. Kind of the Carolinas, and then parts of the Florida coast, parts of the east coast of Florida. So yeah, that's the forecast in terms of hotspot locations. In terms of the numbers, there's the Wesh forecast. 14 to 18 named storms, 7 to 9 hurricanes, 2 to 4 major hurricanes. And when we compare that to Colorado State University, you got average on the left, Colorado State in the middle, and then Wesh on the right. So there you go. There it is. Rosebud, any revisions to the March hurricane forecast? We're looking at things. But no, I think we're right on par. The one thing that I do want to point out, and I've kind of been seeing this popping up in the models a little bit, is on my full write-up, and this is one of the reasons why I do encourage you to head to wesh.com/hurricane forecast, because on the write-up, for the West Coast storm, the dates, this part right here. One important note with this, once it moves away from Florida, it's shown this feature to work toward the Georgia-South Carolina coast. So that's a feature that we'll have to kind of watch and see how it moves. Kind of crossing Florida and then over to the Carolinas. So with that, let's do this. Let's just dial up the... Yes, I'll sign in. Oh, what a pain. All right, so let's just dial up the models and see. This is going to be the 6Z run of the GFS. All right. Lowering pressure. And right there, right off the bat, around the 17th, we've got, a little area of low pressure off the coast of the Carolinas. So what I've done is I've taken this forecast... What was the date on that? That was 9Z on May the 17th. Little area of low pressure off the coast of like the Outer Banks. There you go. Not a big threat, but it's showing up right where and when it's supposed to. So there's that. And then there's this old front that's just going to be sitting here. And it wouldn't surprise me if it tries to bubble something up, See that? Just moisture and lowered pressure around. You know, kind of elongated. And then what we'll notice, you know, maybe something up here. And then the lowered pressure shifts out to the Bahamas at the very, very end of May into early June. And that's the Nicole part of the pattern. So for right now, it's not looking active. But would it surprise me to get a system trying to develop? Not at all. Not at all would it surprise me. As a matter of fact, I showed this last night. You know, the models have kind of backed off a little bit this morning on it. But to me, if I'm honest, this is kind of the area, and this fits into the long-range pattern that we've discussed, and it also fits into what kind of some of the GFS models have been showing. I'm going to be watching the extreme eastern Gulf of Mexico across Florida toward like the southeast coast there as an area of interest next 10 days or so. It fits the pattern, and some of the models have kind of been showing it. Let's switch over. I haven't looked at the European this morning. Products. What is that? That's the 20th. So that's this. Yeah, low pressure, just weak, low pressure, which makes sense. It's like it's a dying front, so you're going to get low pressure, and that's as far out as it goes. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But so that's the Hurricane Center's not highlighting anything, but this is an area of interest to me. Like the patterns kind of hinting at things. The models are kind of hinting at things, and water temperatures are in that vicinity. So, yeah. Priscilla, no, NOAA has not issued their hurricane forecast just yet. So we wait. But listen, nobody's like ready for this to fire up. At the end of the day, we've got 16 days until the beginning of hurricane season. They can keep it. Eric, is the official start of hurricane season this year also the start of this year's rainy season, or is it just coincidence that both of them are starting at the same time this year? They're not. I mean, hurricane season is a calendar day. June 1st is the start of hurricane season. The unofficial start to rainy season is May the 27th in Orlando, but that's not a calendar entry. The rainy season is when you get a front kind of helping to onset things. So hurricane season, June 1st, we're in the season. Whereas the rainy season, like here's some of the more recent starts for the year. And you can see 2021 was June the 2nd, 2020 was May the 21st, 2019, 2018. So we'll see when the rainy season actually kicks off. We don't know just yet. We don't know just yet. Yeah. All right. All right. Any questions? When does Nicole leave? The Nicole part of the weather pattern cycles through a couple of times this year. First off, the first version is the very end of May through the very beginning of June. Then you kind of get July, and then you get September. So those are your Nicole recycled dates. We'll just see how that plays out. So you're saying it in time to put the chair in front yard and start begging for that first call. Oh, listen, we're a ways away from that first fall cool front. Yeah. Taylor says my bet is still the 28th for the first named storm. Go get your bets on the Eric Coffee Talkers page. Oh, man. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I don't want to be a part of bets if there's any financials. I don't want to be a part of it at all. First named storm, though, would be Arlene. Even though we have already had our first technical named storm of the year, happened in January, but it will not be posthumously named. So even though there's one quote-unquote named storm, the next named storm will get the name Arlene, because that's not confusing. Priscilla, am I off today? Nope. I have an interview in downtown Orlando for the Hurricane Special at 11 a.m. I have 3 Hurricane Special stories to do today. My long-range forecast, the zombie tree story, and a flooding story that I shot like 2 weeks ago at my house and then went to West Palm. So yeah, Whew. Never a dull moment, y'all. Never a dull moment. I want my question of, are you wearing a Canadian tuxedo, answered. I'm not. No. All right. This is actually the shirt that I was wearing yesterday, but then Manolfi asked that I work for him, so I'm like, well, I only wore this for literally a half an hour yesterday, so I put it back on. No, I look like Dr. Alan Grant. I've got like the khakis and the blue shirt, so all I need is a red sash, and I've got the Dr. Alan Grant thing going, and a cool hat. No, it's not. I'm not in Jay Leno mode. Not today. Totally not. Totally not. See, Kelly, you didn't think that I was going to show you. Cindy says, life will find. But life will find. No, that's Jeff Goldblum's character, which I can't think of. The Chaos guy. It's too early. I need more denim. I mean, I love wearing jeans, but you can't do it today. You can't do it with this shirt. Though, trust me, I tried. My first time putting this on, I was like, jeans? And then, no. Not going to pull off jeans with it. Priscilla says, busy day. Hope you can get a 15-minute. Yeah, if I'm 100% on. Today is Taco Tuesday at the house. We make our own taco seasoning. And when I say we, it's Jeannie's recipe that she has unlocked from various other recipes online. She's kind of come up with her own. But for me, that means that after coffee talk and before work, I don't have to cook. Like tomorrow I have to cook. I have to cook a pasta sauce after the morning newscast. So today I don't. And if I'm honest with you, today I'm going to close my eyes for like 15 minutes. Don't tell the boss. In this case, I mean the wife. Don't tell the wife. But I'm going to close my eyes for 15 minutes after coffee talk, before work. So if you see me like with a cowlick, I don't think I'm on TV today. But if you see me with a cat, like, that's why that'll be the case. Vanessa says, I do that my own seasoning, right? I used to shred my own cheese too, but bagged cheese for now is fine. Karen says, I've never been a fan of tacos. Can I tell you something, Karen? You may be one of the few people I've ever met. I am surprised to learn that Mexican food, and more broadly, Latin food, is the number one, like, desired food. Did you know that? Like, I'm an Italian guy, but Latin food, like, that's the number one apparently desired food out there, which I had no idea. Yeah. Oh, man. So you're letting all of us judge you for your cowlick? Got it. I do that anyway. I was going to say, like, have I ever given permission, or is it just expected? Like, we were talking yesterday, after my evening deal, and I was like, so I told everybody I was having my annual review. What if that went badly? Because y'all asked, like, how'd the review go? What if that didn't go well? Jim Payne said, you'd have lied about it. And it's like, oh, well, that's an interesting point, perhaps. I'm not, like, it went very well, but, what if it didn't? What if they were like, Burris, you need to get your S together, otherwise you're going to be fired? Like, what if that had been the case? Would I have come on here and cried about it and told you all about it? Would I? Oy vey. Priscilla says, nice to have a schedule. For sure y'all made tomatillo green salsa yet. I love it. Ooh, I bet you Jeannie would like it. Kelly says, Jim Payne equals legend. The legend. I know. I'm really going to miss that guy. Rosebud, wouldn't believe you because you're the best. Well, thank you. I'm grateful to hear that. Even if you're joking with me. I'm grateful. So, with that said, the weather at least is also best right now. Like, can't deny that. Okay? Couple of showers today. Rising rain chances these next couple of days. And then look for this weekend showers and thunder showers. And I would not be surprised at all if we get into some stronger storms Friday, Saturday. May not be a high coverage of rain, but I wouldn't be surprised. Okay? You would have your own show. Listen, if Wesh ever, would you all pay if it was That's why I don't ever ask you for money, because, Wesh pays me. So let's just do coffee talk. Let's do it for free. And we're adding something. We're going to add something to the regimen. More work. But this is a good thing. Trust me, this is a good thing. All right, Brian. Okay, last question, but this is a good one. I was done, and then Brian asked a good question. Using the 7-day forecast for reference, what is the criteria for a forecasted storm to get upgraded to either a yellow or red triangle icon warning? Yeah, so when we were talking about this week, I had mentioned that, we could get some stronger storms. So what is that? All right, that's something we started doing a couple of years ago. It's an impact day versus a warning day. So the idea is, on an impact day, we've got like a level 1 out of 5 risk for strong to severe storms. Storms are possible. A level 2, 3, 4, or 5 threat for strong to severe storms gives us a warning day. So for right now, none of those are the case. But dynamics look to be there, particularly Friday, but maybe even Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. All right? Be the sunshine in someone else's day. It's siesta time, as I sip my coffee. It's siesta time. I will see you all at 3:30 for the afternoon coffee talk. Sound good? All right.